Cleveland Browns. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Detroit!
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Jackson now. That's complete. It's Gordon. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. It wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Man open, that's Damian Rattler. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the kick by Gonzalez, he is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st down, Mahomes throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Third down. It's Marshall. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. A give. This is Chubb. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
Jackson on 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
And they'll run him here. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
390! 390!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Got an open man. It's Rattling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning.
Detroit! Detroit!
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Armani Watts. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. More from Cleveland after this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Ace! Ace! 36!
This is Marshall. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Check 4! Check 4!
Now Marshall. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And Butker able to put this one through. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Marshall now, the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll run to Marshall. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. On second down, here's Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. So that'll back them up 5. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Watch him now, Barney.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He sets the fire deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll throw on 1st down to Jackson. That's Njoku over the middle. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Jackson on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gone! 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 Gone!
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard on 2nd down. Jackson underneath for Johnson. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Here's Jackson going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. It's a quarterback sneak, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Lamar Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chiefs on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run. This is Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. To throw is Mahomes. On the move to his left. That is incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for two, when to go for one. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for two. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up one makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Butker now to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Gone! Gone!
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Jackson to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Jackson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing now is Jackson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This to almost certainly win the football game. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
One final try for Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cleveland, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.